Coffee with the Chair was recorded before a live studio audience.
Welcome. Thank you for that. We have a full audience today. I appreciate it, even though we're doing it on a different day. So that's always great news. I'm Teresa Aronson from the St. Lucie County Chamber of Commerce. It's our pleasure, our honor to do this event every single month. I love coming here. I get to catch up with a good friend of mine, but she also happens to be the Board of County Commission Chair, the one, the only Kathy Townsend.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Good morning, everybody.
Yeah, we have a good audience today. We were having a good discussion even before we started.
We were talking about parking and how government can park on dirt and businesses can't.
We cannot. If that's, I won't point out how that started, but I can tell you I'm ADA compliant at the chamber. Brand new office.
I know.
Yeah.
Everybody go take a tour. It's nice.
It is. I'm super proud of it. I'm excited about it. I think it fits our needs. We have a nice conference room, and the value's increased already. And we just had our open house.
We just got our values from property appraiser, because we're doing budget, and our values came in that St. Lucie County's properties are up 13%. So you realtors out there, 13%.
Yeah, 13%.
I think they're coming back higher. That's just what she gives us to start the budget. I think they're probably going to be another 2% higher. So I think they'll come back at 15.
They will, and you think that means a 15% hike in what they're going to receive, but that's not true because most people are homesteaded here.
Correct.
And so the most they can be increased is 3% of their value. So you won't go up the entire 13 or 15%.
Correct.
So.
And that's good. You're right. It's just like whenever we talk about lowering the millage rate. Well, we lower the millage rate, but you don't see a huge difference of hundreds of thousands of dollars or a couple hundred, even 100, because of the values and then the other line items that are taxable districts. So it offsets it, and you might see $5 difference.
Yeah, well, and sometimes we bring the property appraiser in, Michelle Franklin, in August to talk about that, because you've got 15 or so taxing districts that are taking taxes from you on your property tax. If you're homesteaded, the value that you're taxed on can only go up by 3%, even though, in Florida or in St. Lucie County, the value's gone up 13 to 15%. You're only going to be, assessed 3% more. But that means when you lower the millage rate, and typically our values go up every year, right? We live in Florida. There's no chance very rarely do the values go down or stay steady.
I want to think the last time they went down was in 2008.
Exactly, during the recession. So off the bat, your taxes are going to go up probably 3%, right? And then in order for you to actually pay less, they would have to lower the millage rate equally by 3%. Nobody would ever do that. That's basically nothing. Nobody even has really 3%, if I'm not mistaken, do they?
3% what?
Of taxes on your property. Like the county doesn't charge. I don't know. I would have to look at that. What is your millage rate?
Oh gosh, our millage rate right now is 13, I think.
Okay. So yeah, I guess you could, in theory, decrease it by 3%, but you're not going to. That would be crazy.
And it also depends too if you're talking about the millage rate from the BOCC or the millage rate, total millage rate.
Well, your totals,
because that's another thing that people get confused on. A lot of people say we're the highest in the state of Florida. We are, if you take everything collaboratively. We are one of 2 counties. There's another county now in Florida that has a fire district. We were the first to ever do that. So when you take the school millage rate, the fire district millage rate, your erosion, mosquito,
water.
Some people are in South Florida Water Management or Fort Pierce Farms Water District. When you add all of those collaboratively together, then we are the highest in the state. If you base it on just what your ad valorem BOCC taxes, we're not the highest in the state.
Yeah, and so in the city of Port St. Lucie, you pay your trash bill on your property tax?
You do in the county too.
Yeah, oh, that's right. It's only the city of Fort Pierce that you don't. And so people consider that part of their taxes. That's actually a paid service.
Well, there's other things too on your tax bill. If you're in a CDD, which all of Tradition is.
Tradition is heavy CDD.
Yes, there's a lot of, there's several actually communities that are in a CDD.
Absolutely.
And that's a large tax on your bill. And so when people get the tax bill and they see that and they start reading it, a lot of people don't even know what a CDD is. They don't even know that they're in one.
Exactly.
So a lot of times when the tax bill goes out, a lot of people in tradition
are shocked.
they are, because it is a high CDD there.
It's definitely one of the highest, but it's a community development district, which means you have been assessed taxes to pay for the infrastructure for your community. And so they don't realize that when they go out there and they get their tax bill and the CDD is on it, and it is quite large in comparison.
So just so people, that if they're watching this, usually a developer comes in, the developer pays for stuff. He pays for everything. However, a less inexpensive way for a developer to build is they do a CDD. And what they do is they come in and they build, but they put the cost onto the homeowner. And it's broke down by how many homes are in that development, divided out equally, and then it is a tax you pay for that developer to develop your home. And that's what they're called, as a CDD. So there are several of them in the county. The Board of County Commissioners, when you come before us and want to do one, we have criteria. That there has to be paperwork, there has to be acknowledgement signed off from the buyer to try to protect the buyer so that they understand. But let's be real, when you're buying a house and you're excited, it's just like when you buy a car, do you really read what you're getting? And you're just thrilled that you're getting home, especially if you're a first-time home buyer. So we always try to really express that to the developers, to please make sure you're really letting them know what they're really getting into, because the taxes are high. We do have high taxes here. And so when you take a CDD and you add that tax on top of it, it can be thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is, on your tax bill, if you're in an MSTU where you had water or utilities brought in, that adds to your tax bill too. So everybody's tax bill is the same according to what you've had done to your property and what part you live in. If you live in the city, it's another tax.
Yeah, I mean, they're different all over the place. The other thing, and I will say this I always warn people of that when they're moving here, is that if you are buying a home and you look at what somebody paid for that home in taxes last year, you are doing yourself a huge disservice, because they may have had it homesteaded for 30 years, which means that the value that they're paying taxes on is very low in comparison to what you bought it for. And homestead is portable here, but unless you've brought your portability with you, you are going to pay taxes on the full value that you bought it
that
for.
you paid for it, correct.
Yeah, and then if you homestead it, you get $50,000 off that, but that's it. So you're not paying the last guy's taxes. So people always say, my neighbor only pays, $2,000. Why is mine $5,000? Your neighbor bought in 1982.
And it's based on the purchase price.
Yeah, and they did that homestead here so that the elderly, you can retire in Florida and you are not going to be taxed out of your home.
Well, I don't know that I agree with that anymore. I think taxes in Florida have skyrocketed, and unfortunately, there's a lot of people being forced out of their home because of taxes and insurance. And it is actually having them either move in with their children, downsize, or a lot of people are having to leave because it's no longer affordable to live in Florida. It is not.
You're absolutely right. Taxes have gone up considerably, and if you think you're going to move down here and retire in tradition in those beautiful homes,
it's not going to happen.
You're going to see a lot of taxes go up there too. But also, you brought up a great point. Insurance in Florida has become unaffordable across the board. And we've all been relegated. Many, many, many millions of people here have been relegated to Citizens, which is basically a state-run insurance company. And just so you know, if you are on Citizens, you are not allowed to sue Citizens. You have to go to mediation at the state. It is not like any other insurance company, where if you get an adjuster and you threaten to sue them, and I'm going to get Morgan & Morgan, and they're going to get you, you can't do that with Citizens.
Well, there's a lot of factors, I think, not just in Florida, throughout the whole United States, but Florida has become a cost burden
tough,
state.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, the utilities, food, if you're a small business, what you have to pay in labor, what used to be 10 and 12 an hour is now 20. Everything has gone up. So it's no longer really affordable to be in Florida. As much as I love Florida, I'm born and raised here, but we're no longer an affordable state.
And now insurance, they've done some new rules at the state level. They've got some legislation coming down. They're telling us we should see a reduction in our insurance rates within the next 18 months to 2 years. I'm going to hold them to that, because I think we're voting again in 18 months, if I'm not mistaken. And I'd like to see a reduction. But it is tough, and I understand, because the reality is I think that Florida accounts for like 67% of all insurance claims in the United States. because we have a little
I've heard
thing
that,
called
which I could
hurricanes.
probably see that
Right?
because of the hurricanes and the little tornado damages and the flooding issues
Yeah.
we have here. Yeah, we're a peninsula. So
Yeah, I mean, it is
we're
sort
surrounded
of,
by water.
we take a lot of hits from,
Yes, we
you
do.
know, named storms.
We do.
So
So
I
could-
definitely
there's,
get it.
I would say probably we lead in insurance claims.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
So, and litigation too, because we have the most claims. It's just, you know, simple math that we're going to lead in litigation as well. So, but this is, see, we never know what we're going to talk about, but we find something every time. We should do this more often. Budget. So the budget, so we talked about the property values are going up 13%, but you probably will only see a 3% if that increase.
Oh, I don't think
You'll
you'll
see a 3.
a 3 in our budget.
Well, of the monies received.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not, I don't know your
Our,
budget.
our budget, of course, we haven't done it yet. We're going into the first week in July. Staff has already been told, don't ask for anything new.
Okay.
Don't ask for equipment. Don't ask for anything new.
Yeah.
Of course, the cost of living, we have to
The inflation is
we have to
8.
give something to our staff, which
Mhm.
I 100% support across the
Mhm.
board. Simply because food and utilities has gone up. They need that.
Yeah.
They have been told no new employees. There are a few departments, I think 3, that might be getting 1 new full-time employee.
Okay.
The rest of them are not. So it's going to be a tight budget. We are looking to do some things out at the jail with some medical
Good.
to try to take the cost burden off, because when they're sent to the hospital, it's a lot more money versus if we could treat them in-house out there at the jail.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna restructure a little bit of that, and we have put a little bit of money to the side to be able to make sure that's covered.
Okay.
And then the rest of the focus is going to pretty much be on our roads and drainage.
So the upfront cost to set up the jail sort of services is probably going to be a little high, but then in the long run, I'm sure you're going to save so much money.
It's not that much. We, of course, the sheriff will come with his overall budget, but what we've allowed is $100,000. That's not a lot
that's
of
not
money.
much.
Yeah. So, and what I'm looking to do is, right now, if you say you have a broken arm, they send you to Longwood for an X-ray.
Yeah.
And so when you have an inmate go to the jail, it's a deputy taking them, and everybody knows when you go to the emergency room, it's a 24-hour ordeal. So it's 24 hours of a deputy being there. So if we get an X-ray machine and put it out there, and we have an on-call, girl can run out, do the X-ray. If it's broke, then you line them up for the ortho to come out, and then you know that they have a broken bone. If not, they don't. So just by buying an ultrasound and an X-ray machine and having an on-call person come out as needed is going to save us hundreds of thousands of dollars. There's little machines you can get that the nurses out there can do blood work, and it's instant results. You can, do the finger stick or do a draw and stick it into this machine. They have the results within 10 minutes. So again, if they're suspecting something, rather than sending them to Longwood to do this, they can do the results right there through these little machines, and they never have to leave again. So it's hundreds of thousands of dollars in savings. So we are talking about, the budget's not been approved, and
Right.
but by the time this shows, hopefully we'll be in this conversation. So I don't want to breach sunshine, but we have put aside $100,000 for medical equipment at the jail, which would pay for itself in 2 weeks. $100,000 is 2 weeks of what it
Medical
cost us
costs.
for 2 inmates to go to
jail.
Longwood.
I know, because you can't it's not like you can take them to urgent care. You can't take them to, the county has a clinic. You can't take them to the county clinic. They have to go to the hospital. And we all know that's the most expensive place that you could go, but there's no other recourse. I mean, how would you take them to urgent care? Could you take them to urgent care, I wonder?
We never have. It's just always been a given that we take them to the emergency room.
Yeah, because I'm wondering if that would even save money, like if they had to go to urgent care. Because it's much cheaper.
I think in the long run, where we're headed is we're going to have an urgent care out there at the jail.
Basically, yeah.
So eventually, we will have it that it will be staffed in a way that it'll be like its own little urgent care out there at the jail. And that's really the way I want to go with this.
And you should.
And then eventually, I even want to move forward and even do another wing out there with transition. Have like a transitional wing out there for some of the inmates, where a lot of them that are in the work program or whatever, and they go out to help, there's a lot of wonderful programs they do out there, but to be able to transition them back into life to be successful, get them on mental health, get them on their medication, move them over into the transition wing, let them kind of have like a job, and then know that when they're discharged, they know where they're going.
Yeah.
It'll be to one of the group homes or where they're going to be going to stay.
Yeah, because it's unaffordable for them, I'm sure, coming out.
It is. A lot of people come out and they're homeless.
Of course.
They have nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's not really the best way to do it because they're just it's sick.
It's a
They're gonna
cycle
right back.
They go right back. Speaking of homeless, you know we got our appropriations. It has not been signed by the governor.
I was just gonna say the governor hasn't signed off on anything
but
yet.
we did get our appropriations, which is some more funding that we've been going after for our homeless shelter that's going to go up on Edwards Road.
Yeah,
So
we have no homeless shelter.
hopefully before I leave office someday we will. Well, we do have the Treasure Coast Homeless, Association here, and
Yeah.
they do have that small facility where they do house some people, and they did open up a women's section of that, or they're looking into that. But we do not have a homeless shelter yet.
Mm-mm.
Hopefully we will within the next couple of years, but we do have some funding for it. We have the property.
Good,
We have a plan.
good.
So I do think that it's on the horizon.
What property can I ask, or you don't?
Over there off of Edwards Road, where our road and bridge department is.
Okay.
Over there, kind of where Central High School used
Used
to be.
Yep.
A little bit to the east, heading towards Oleander.
Okay. Yep.
We're going to be building it there.
There's actually a road where Central used to be, and
Yes.
people don't even realize that's there, do
Yes. So
Okay.
that's where it's going to be built.
they? Not a bad area.
Mhm.
Because you can't put them out west at the jail forever because there's no services out there. They have to, and probably not going to have a car, right? They're homeless. They don't
Right.
have a car.
The plan we have in place for this facility that we're looking to do is it's a plan. There will be a bank in there. There's going to be a mental health counselor in there. They will have to volunteer hours while they're staying there. They have to have a job, and it's going to be a group setting for dinner. And there's going to be ministers in there, church services in there, counseling, AA, NA. And the whole goal is to give you a hand up while you're staying there.
Yeah.
And then once you feel that you have a job and you've got your little account going, you have enough for First License Security, you've been in a program for a year, then you'll transition back out into society.
Very nice. I like it.
Yep.
What else is going on? Anything else in the budget we should know about that might be surprising or you're excited about?
No, not that I'm excited about. Budget's never exciting,
I know.
Carissa. You should know that.
I do know that. It is the worst time of year, right? Because I've got to start working on mine too, and it's just so arduous. And,
It is.
And it really is a guessing game, right? And then you have to hope for, no recession, no storms, no
Well,
COVID.
and that's what you have to plan for. You
Yeah,
you have to plan, and you have to have money in reserve
Yeah.
to make sure that if something does happen, because FEMA doesn't hand out money, you have to have the money to cover.
Yeah.
And then you hope and pray that when you go to FEMA, you get reimbursed.
Yeah.
We
maybe
just got
pennies on
reimbursed.
the
I think
dollar.
last year we just got reimbursed for stuff back from like 10 years ago. It's
Yeah.
taken us that long to get that money and that funding.
Probably debris cleanup because they're terrible about that one. That for some reason, FEMA and debris cleanup is a huge thing.
It is.
But yeah, you usually get pennies on the dollars back from FEMA too. They are, misers when it comes to the money they're going to give back.
The biggest thing is, I don't know that we've talked about this yet. I think we have, but our port
Mhm.
director is doing very well there.
And he's internal.
And Josh has been moved over. Josh was our engineer that handled the beaches.
Mhm.
He is now over the port as well, and he's doing a great job out there. So our port is stable. Our airport is stable. We have Cameron that's joined us. That's
Mhm.
out there at the airport.
airport
And
manager.
some really good things are starting to happen out there. I'm sure the public knows if they follow the media, but Freedom Air is out there. They have moved into the hangar,
Good.
and flights will be going to the Caribbean. We are in conversations with another airline, and we are going after some grant funding soon to extend the runway. And we are very, very close to having our 139 certification,
Mhm.
which those of you that don't know that, it means that we're going to have big jets come in like Delta and American Airlines. The runway is stabilized and strong enough to do it, but you have to have a certification in order to have those big jets. So we are very close to having that certification. We've applied for everything, and one of the airlines we're talking to would help solidify that. So
Good.
the current FBO out there, fixed base operator,
Mhm.
APP, we just approved to build 200 new hangars So anybody that has a small plane, there's going to be some hangars available for your lease to put your planes in out there.
200 hangars?
200
We have
hangars.
room? I guess we probably do have room for that, don't we?
Oh, we have a lot of room.
Yeah.
We have 3,500 acres.
Yeah, we have more room than.
And so one of the things that's been interesting is in the last 2 weeks, there's been residents. And I'm actually doing a tour today with a realtor that's called the office, and they want to tour the airport. So any of you that are here, that if you want to take a tour of our airport, I'm happy to take you. They've been calling the office and they want to take a tour. So I'm doing 2 tours today out there. They're going to meet Cameron. They're going to go through the terminal and they're going to take a ride out there, and we're going to show them everything, and they'll be able to see what it is today. And a couple years from now, whenever it's really out there going, they're going to be able to remember what they saw today versus what they're going to see then. So
When this airs, there's going to be so many people calling you to take tours
it's
out there.
okay.
You should probably,
I love doing
Tuesdays
that.
at 2.
No, it doesn't matter. I work around their schedule.
Okay.
But there's people that do call the office that want to see our emergency operations center.
Oh, yeah.
They call the office and we set it up and we do a tour. So I love doing those things, especially because it's somebody that's out there that's curious enough that they want to really see how we work and what we do, because it's really interesting. And I think that once you do a tour of something like that, you really see how safe we are. We are really, really safe. We have water, we have backup, we have our generators. And I think my favorite tour to do is our emergency operations center. When you go out there and see where we perform everything when this county is on shutdown, and you see what we have out there, it really restores your hope in knowing that you're safe. It really does.
Leadership class always does EOC, and we typically do the airport too. So you could always go through leadership, but it's a year long.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So there are residents that do call the office that want those tours. So
Very good.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you do that.
yes,
It's
it's
nice
fun.
of you. All right,
A lot
good.
of fun, and anybody can come in and shadow too. I have people that do that. They come in and shadow for a week or two and see the life of a commissioner, and they end up attending a meeting, and they get to sit up on the dais. And a lot of kids do it.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, some high school
I like
kids.
that kids do it. We tried to institute a program where we could get kids more civically involved, and we haven't really quite figured out. The kids have so little time, and they've got their sports and their extracurriculars, and then they have so much testing in schools.
A kid's life today is busy.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, I continuously say this, but we are strong.
Mhm.
We're doing very well here in St. Lucie County. Our new administrator's doing a great job. Him and
Good.
Maite's a team to,
Yeah.
they're forced to reckon with. They hit the ground running, and what I love about George is he's not total government. He has kind of that business background that he understands the struggles are real,
Mhm.
and he is tackling things more of a business perspective versus the government way, which it's been refreshing to see that.
Yeah, he likes efficiencies, and I appreciate that because that's how I am. And
Right.
even though it is government, it is still a business. So yeah.
So
Mike says he has the mic, and he can
Okay.
do some questions if we'd like to do questions. Does anybody have questions from our audience? And don't forget, if you're at home and you want to, you can come and join us. We're typically on the third Friday of the month, second Friday of the
Second.
month. Second Friday, thank you. Second Friday of the month, and it's free, open to the public. We throw in coffee and Danish, courtesy of our good friends at Steamworks, which I appreciate very much. We're sponsored by A&G Pools, which there's been a change in leadership over there.
There has.
And I'm promising I want to get Travis on. So hopefully next month he will come and speak to us. But join us down in our audience. We would love that. Go ahead, Kathleen.
Okay, so my question is, it's kind of a statement and a question. So when they say, oh, the developers, we're increasing those impact fees, it's not really the developers. It goes right to the customer, the homeowner, right? The taxpayer.
Oh, so when the city or the jurisdiction
Right.
increases the impact fees, because the developer never increases impact
Exactly.
fees.
Exactly.
When the city increases the impact fees and they tell you that the developer is paying them, I will argue the developer has never paid for an impact fee
Right.
in the history of development.
Okay. Thank you.
Developers, they take the cost of a house of what it is to build, and they take all the cost of the permitting, impact fees, anything involved in that, and it's all put into the cost of the house. So if a house costs $150,000 to build, and there's $40,000 in permits and impact fees and everything, they pass that on, and then they add their profit, which they should make a profit.
You have to.
Yeah, I mean, but impact fees are increased sometimes. We've not really changed ours in a couple of years, but developers do like to say that something has changed, but generally you, the buyer, you're paying for all their cost up front. They're still going to get their profit off of it. And like I said, they should. Believe me, I just remodeled my house, and I wish I would have just went to a builder and said, here, take care of this, because it's been a grueling 15 months, and I have dealt with people, and the incompetency of the subs has just been ferocious. I can't believe what some of these people that are plumbers and electricians have bowed down to. And I'm talking people that I would have never thought would have had customer service like this. It's been an eye-opener. It's been very, very frustrating.
I think people find that a lot when you go to do remodeling.
And I used to buy houses and fix them up and hang on to them
My
for
husband
rentals
and I
and then
did
flip
that.
them.
Yeah.
I just would never do that. The experience I've had in remodeling my home for the last 15 months it's been brutal.
Yeah.
People no longer have integrity and care about you. It's all about them and price gouging. And it's all the trades. It's not just been one. So it's sad.
It is sad, and it is very expensive. And impact fees, there are studies that indicate that we just had a 13 to 15% increase of our home values. And if you increase the impact fees, it will proportionally increase the value of homes, but also, the sale price of homes. So you can't move or go anywhere either.
And I think maybe part of what you were also referencing is a lot of people have this question about mobility fees. And so, because the city of Port St. Lucie just did that. And the main difference is an impact fee that you pay is very specific. So the impact fees that are paid are broke down for libraries, schools, roads, and it can only be used for that if it's new.
Capacity. So
and right. And
it has
so
to increase capacity.
in other words, we can't collect an impact fee. Say you're going to come in and you're going to develop 20 houses. We can't take that money and say, oh, well, Indrio Road needs to be repaved. We can't take any money from that impact fund and put it over on Indrio Road. That impact money is used only for the purpose of what that development is going to impact of something new. Mobility fees can be used for anything that moves. So it gives you a broader perspective of putting it into a pot and saying, well, we collected our mobility fees and we want to go ahead and we want to do something over here with a retention pond. You can move the money around as long as it has to do with the mobility of the residents. And so, and recently what just happened is we have an interlocal agreement with both cities, as we do with St. Lucie Village. That's the third municipality we have here in the county. Mm-hmm. We have three. We have St. Lucie Village, Fort Pierce, and Port St. Lucie. And we have agreements that we waive 50% of our fees to any resident in the city of Port St. Lucie. So if you came in and the impact fee for the county was $10,000 and it was $10,000 impact fee for the city, you didn't pay 20, you paid 15. When the interlocal went away and they decided to go on their own and just do mobility fees, now you pay their mobility fee of whatever it is, and you pay the $10,000 to the county. So it did increase for the residents of Port St. Lucie. It did increase the impact fees because of that. But I mean, you can look at all the city has done, and they have a lot of great stuff going on there. Their roads are good and clean. I mean, they are crowded, but they try to stay on top of it. But I get a lot of questions about that with the mobility fees and what was the difference and what was the difference of impact fees. So that was the main difference. We had the same agreement with the city of Fort Pierce. They actually had a little bit better deal. I think we give them a 60% reduction to their residents. But that was something that was done a long, long time ago because the city of Fort Pierce is much older than the city of Port St. Lucie. And we do need to talk about that, I think, and have that conversation with the city and kind of restructure some of that conversation. But because we actually do take care of a lot of their infrastructure in the city of Fort Pierce. And that's the beauty of Port St. Lucie. Port St. Lucie takes care of their own. They take care of their roads and their retention ponds and their signs. And the city of Port St. Lucie does a great job at taking care of their infrastructure. We still do assist a lot with the city of Fort Pierce.
Do you get a lot of questions because like where River Park is, that's the county, but people think it's the city, or they call the city for Prima Vista, but it's, now yesterday I'm going down Prima Vista Boulevard talking about homeless, and there was this man on the corner there of of Aroso and Prima Vista. So I guess it was on the Port St. Lucie side, because I think I saw the Port St. Lucie police under an umbrella changing his clothes. I think he was homeless. So, but you get a lot of questions, people confused, well, where is St. Lucie County? And
We do at the
You do.
chamber. Yeah, they call us and they ask us, well, who's my electric company? I say, where do you live? They say the city of Port St. Lucie. And I say, well, I'll be the decider of that because
Well,
you don't really know.
And the other thing too that I get a lot of is they'll call the office and they'll have a complaint about something. And so I always say, well, what's your address? And then when they give it to me, then I have to tell them, you're not in the county, you're in the city of Fort Pierce, or you're in the city of, Port St. Lucie. And they go, oh. And it's very confusing, actually, more so in the city, because, for example, if you go Edwards Road and you turn south on Sunrise, there's a little road that kind of veers back there. Part of that road to the west is county, to the east is city. So you have the city's garbage trucks going down there 2 days a week, and you have Waste Pro going down there 2 days a week. And some of the houses are city and some of them are in county, all on the same road. Another area that happens is down by Juanita. Some of the roads down there by the airport. Some of them have been annexed into the city and some are still in the county. And so they'll call and they're like, no, but my neighbor gets, and I said, I know, but your neighbor annexed into the city of Fort Pierce. You have not. And another area is that Christensen area. Christensen Road off of Midway. So it's confusing to people
and
because
Aroso. There's,
and Aroso.
Aroso and Floresta.
So it is confusing to people because literally their neighbor right next door is in the city and they're not.
I like Midway Road's infrastructure. So if you're on Midway Road, all 3 utility providers are on Midway Road, which is hilarious to me. It goes, so where I was in the Drawdy Brothers complex was city of Port St. Lucie.
Port St. Lucie, yes.
On the other side is city of Fort Pierce, because Christensen starts city of Fort Pierce. But also the
Part of it is FP&L.
Yes, part of it's FP&L, but also the county has the right next to the Treasure Coast Hospice, not the hospice, but right next door, that building is the county. So it's super fun to try to explain people who are the providers. And I like that the property appraisers has layers on their maps. So you can say, give me utility infrastructure, and you can see, and it's fun to look at Midway Road because it weaves and crosses streets. There's places where both have water going, parallel together, and it's tough.
Yeah, that is probably one of the main questions I get often is they'll start to complain about something and I'm like, okay, well, wait a minute, what's your address? Because I call the city all the time, and the city of Port St. Lucie, they're great. They're very responsive. City of Fort Pierce, they're not as responsive, but they usually do. Like yesterday, I had a situation with somebody with some utilities, and Mayor Hudson was on it. I gave it to her, and it was taken care of within 5 minutes. So, and that's the beauty when you have these relationships too. Is it doesn't matter that you're not in the county. I can still pick up the phone and call one of the other people that are in one of the cities, and have it taken care of for you. Yeah.
Here's my favorite thing. I had a lovely man and his daughter stop in, and he's getting ready to move out to Tradition to retire. And he was older. And I went to the map, which I often do in my office, to explain how things work here and the throughways. And I could have spent 2 days, and there was no chance he would stop calling St. Lucie County, Port St. Lucie County, or St. Lucie West Boulevard, Port St. Lucie West Boulevard, and Port St. Lucie Boulevard. So in the city of Port St. Lucie, you have Port St. Lucie Boulevard, and you have St. Lucie West Boulevard. St. Lucie West Boulevard turns into Prima Vista, so you gotta explain that one. And Port St. Lucie turns into Mariposa. And this poor man,
It's confusing.
his head was gonna explode. And I would like to see, maybe before I die, we address some of the common, like, why is it St. Lucie West Boulevard? Why couldn't we pick something else? It is so confusing to try to tell
that's a
people where
question
that
for the city
is.
of Port St. Lucie.
Oh, just so you know, Gatlin turns into Village Parkway, and Port St. Lucie Boulevard turns. It's just insanity.
Well, it's just like 25th Street. You have St. James,
Yes.
then you have 25th, and then you have Martin Luther King Boulevard.
And I learned
all on the
yesterday-
same road.
Just so you know, I learned yesterday that it's also County Road 614, because I couldn't find a piece of property. I was trying to help somebody with a small business assistance. I couldn't find that property on the county appraisers. When you put in St. James, nothing comes up. but that's the legal address. But I could not figure out how to find these properties. I did it by the map, but even then, it was, I don't know. It's just too hard. Why couldn't you make it easy?
Hey, I'm all about making it easy.
Yeah, it drives me insane. Oh, yeah,
Did you have another question?
One more question, because that finger meant we need to wrap it up.
Do you have an economic development manager for the county?
We do. Pete Tesh runs our
yes.
economic development.
Yes. Okay.
Does a wonderful job, him and the girls out there.
That brings a good question up. So the Economic Development Council is a private sector business, but it's public-private because they actually work. The Economic Development Council has been rolled out into its own nonprofit 501c6, just like the chamber. It used to be under the chamber, but they're funded by the county. So he really does work for the two cities and the county. So that is their economic development manager. The only reason why he doesn't have an office here is because if he did, everything would be subject to sunshine.
And they do a great job. Candy and Jill and Jennifer and all them.
Jen
Not
and-
Jill. Jill left us.
Yeah,
but
Jill's at Ashley Capital.
yeah. But they do a great job. Yeah.
They are separate. They are their own business, right? They're
And
a private business, but their funding primarily comes from public funds. So technically, Kathy's not his boss, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to tick her off. So,
I don't think Pete could tick me off. I love that guy. He's great.
okay, yeah. So, so it's weird. It's a public-private partnership.
We fund them, but he doesn't do stuff specifically for us. He does do stuff for the cities as well.
They also fund him. Yeah.
The cities fund him. We fund him, and he is here to bring the economic growth to the county and the cities. But anything that goes to the cities, we always offset as well with tax abatements and stuff also.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a partnership between the city, us, and we both fund
And
that.
the EDC. So if he worked here, if Coca-Cola says we might move our headquarters to Port St. Lucie, well, they don't want that in the press. And if they called the county and not Pete, that would be in the press because it's public record. So that's why you have to have the separate entity, even though primarily money comes from. You can't have your economic development in-house.
But I do get calls from businesses wanting to come here. I do get them. They don't have to just go through economic development.
Yeah.
They can come directly to us.
They can. All right.
Good questions.
Yeah, very nice. Thank you, Kathleen, for your questions today. I appreciate it. I want to say a huge thank you and a huge congratulations to Travis Leonard. He finally, and to Art and Sandy Allen. Art finally gets to retire, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to last long, but
you know,
we'll see.
We'll see.
Art has to work, but it's okay. They are going to travel for a while, and they're going to enjoy life.
Good.
And I'm sure he'll
They
get it.
are, because Sandy is selling her product line out of Seven Gables right now.
Yeah, no, she is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're going to traveling. Okay.
We should talk about that on one of the shows, her product line, and
Absolutely.
have something here.
I want to do a sip and shop and
Yes.
do some more stuff. I got some other people selling some products out of there. So, but congratulations to all of them. They are this proud sponsor of this show. I'm going to get Travis in here. I'd love to get Art in here just to say a final goodbye.
to talk about his retirement.
Yeah. Huge thanks to Mike at Steamworks. He has been such a good partner for us. I can't even tell you. I want to make sure people are frequently going to Steamworks to get their coffee.
I agree. It is the best coffee in the county.
It is right there on US 1. It's right in the 5-2 and pretty easy to get to. It is a great plaza. Please go to a local business.
And the
Dunkin'
decor.
doesn't need your money. I say that, but Jane Rowley just bought a Dunkin' on the island, so she would be very mad at me. But yes, support Mike at Steamworks, and thanks to your staff as always. But a huge, huge debt of gratitude to Kathy Townsend for always coming on and being so open with us.
We all do it. It's not me. Whoever's the chair does the show, and they always, I'm sure, do a wonderful job too. But thank you, Teresa. You're always very kind to me.
There's been some better than others, but I would never say who, right? Either would Mike. Mike, even your staff's admitting there's been some better than others, but we would never say who. But anyway, thanks to the audience for spending your time with us
Thanks
today.
for being here.
It's been
great
such a
to walk in
pleasure.
and see people.
That is the best part, right?
It is, because I can tell you, back in the day, there were times that you would do this and there wouldn't be anybody here. So it's great to see that you're engaged and you want to be here and you ask questions. And, it means a lot walking in and seeing y'all. So thanks for being here.
Thank you so much. All right, well, have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you next month. Remember, come and join us, second Friday of the month, 8:30, free coffee and Danish from
That's right.
Steamworks. All right.